something small like this, and when I need to warm up, I'll test gestures, how it would fit in the rectangle that I need to use, whether it's horizontal or vertical, things like that. This is a small sketchbook where I just found random Google images, and this is kind of how I warm up on stuff. So it's not going to be like, you could probably like look this stuff up on Pinterest or Google and find my references and be able to tell which one I use pretty quickly. One of the mini Moleskine, and I like to use a red to like a colored pencil first, and I'll go in and like do my outline of it, and then after that I'll go in with the pencil. Red is almost always going to be like a mid-tone, so it works well and adds a little bit of warmth to the page. So then when I start doing these, you can see the red will come through on the light side, and this is an off-white, so it's kind of an off-white getting to tan color, and then the red-ish area, and then as we go dark, it's just a graphite. And I think it works well. I think it looks nice. And in this particular little mini one, the theme was cats, and since I'm about to do a cat commission, here we go. You know, so like I said, you'll be able to find these pretty much anywhere. Not too hard to find, but you can see the red where I just kind of sectioned out one side, put the eyes where they should be, figure out proportion stuff, and then my line with the graphite is here, and I start coming in and chopping up where my shadow should be. So this whole thing is what you find first. And then there's one here that I didn't define nearly enough, but that's fine. So looking at stuff like that. These are all tough to fit in, but you want to try to use your rectangle pretty specifically here. So the the harder part is your clip liner. Is making sure that it fits well, and there's some kind of like a really, you want to be able to see this giant shape that goes over here. I want to make sure that these things oppose each other on purpose, and really get that thing together. So if I were to blow this thing up into a much bigger piece, it would work really well, because I didn't focus too much on anything else besides the actual outline here. There's not much going on though. Yeah, it's just a funny. I mean, I think it's a GIF that you can find, and it's funny. And I think the video, it's like looking around. That's funny. It's a funny thing to draw. So yeah, why not? Another good one. If you're just bored, you want to see if you can make it work. See if you can make it work. And I like doing this colored eye thing. I do that on my portraits. It just adds just a little bit to the graphite, and we remember the eyes about animals a lot, so I put that in. Scaredy cat. And I'm not doing that much. Like I said, there's not that much going on with this one, but getting this gesture right and all this stuff, getting all this gesture stuff right is really important for this line across, right? I'm trying to find that. I want to continue and parallel that. I want this angle to be very intense. And I want these feet angle to be intense. I want to keep that. I want to try to keep that in the image. Focus on that. I want that to be received by the person. Identify a whole bunch of other stuff where you'd pay attention to something else. So making sure you have a center of interest and keeping people there is a big deal. Play with that in the sketchbook is the smart thing for me to do. So this is going to get hard to tell it's even a cat, especially because it's kind of dark. So like, he's got to have something here that you're going to make sure that you see and notice that this isn't just some giant beanbag chair. And something about the neck here I just never liked. Maybe the binding got in the way, but it was always weird to me. Oh, this was cool. This is a cool picture too. This was just fun. This is like sitting on the couch stuff, right? Watching movies, and just get on Pinterest and just keep the hand moving. I'm getting used to Moleskine because I bought a larger sketchbook in this, and I'll rip pages off of that and do finished work on Moleskine. Uh, so I want to be kind of fresh with this material set. Like my favorite one that's in here, I think. I like this a lot. Great photo to work from. Working on the expression, keeping the shadow shape not as intense because I want the eyes to be the focus. The eyes are the darkest. And this big old guy. Just because sometimes you just get fat. Cool. And so I'll end up drawing another one in here in a second, and we'll see me kind of work out those two poses. And while we do that, I'm figuring out this commission work. So that's the purpose of this sketch. There's a reason to everything you're about to do. Like, you can sketchbook just a sketchbook. I use it to solve a problem for a real commission, right? So, and we'll be starting that next.